Yo, what is going on? Kyle Wilson here, and welcome to the video. And this one we'll be talking about Disney Golden Moments, how much those sets could be worth, and how much money you can make, and which sets are the most valuable. All right, you will be surprised. But before that, I'm not a financial advisor. This is entertainment only. But let's just go ahead and dive into the video. All right, so what we're looking at here is the very first Disney NFT Golden Moments. And these are the very first ones ever. Like, these are going to be very valuable over time. And these are the ones that were dropped on the VeVe app. As you can see here, we have the Homer and Bart, and the skateboard was included in that collection. And the rest of them dropped in this order, which was the Elsa and the Mickey Fantasia hat, Wally, and the pizza truck. Then the Iron Man and Avengers logo, and Star Wars with a C-3PO and the R2-D2. And the last we had the Walt and Mickey statue, which was the ultra rare there. Which ones are going to be worth the most? All right, that's what we're going to be talking about, and how much money that could be worth. A lot of people are estimating, anywhere from, 1,000 all the way, I've heard up to 20K long term. So which ones are going to be the most valuable? All right. Obviously, all of them in their own right are very historical. Okay. Looking at The Simpsons, one of the most iconic cartoons ever. And this is, owned by, I believe it's owned by Fox or Warner. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, very iconic drop right there. And it's the first, technically, in the VeVe app itself, it has the Disney tag, and it's the first NFT on VeVe with that Disney tag. So a lot of people are excited about that. The Walt Disney Animation Studio. This is the very first in-house NFT that Disney has brought out. So that's another one everybody's excited about. The Pixar is going to be the obviously Pixar. Pixar's iconic, and Wally and the pizza truck, super big deals. Pixar's very famous for creating those animations and cartoons, very iconic. Marvel, obviously there's, it's Marvel. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Marvel? All right, Iron Man and the Avengers logo, that's going to be also a golden moment. First Iron Man, FA Iron Man, so a lot of people are excited about that one. And the, of course, Star Wars franchise. I'm a big Star Wars fan, as many of you guys know, and these are the droids we are definitely looking for. And this is the very first Star Wars drop ever in history, and we got these two droids. Very, very iconic. And lastly, of course, what would we do without the Walt and Mickey statue? This is what I called on Twitter before this drop came out, before the announcement even came out on these statues. This is very cool. I mean, at the theme park, they have the statues there. It's super cool that this was on the VeVe app. We get two FAs out of the same statue, which is the first appearance of Walt Disney and Mickey. So cool. All right. Same thing here with this statue, is you technically get two FAs, right? You get the Homer and the Bart in one collectible. So a lot of people are excited about this one too. And also the first Disney license tag on the VeVe app. This one is getting a lot of attention. People are excited about this one. The skateboard is lower editions, and same thing there. Technically, they're part of the same set. And also people are excited about this one as well. But this is technically, an inanimate object, and it's still iconic, still cool, but this statue right here, two FAs, very very cool. Anyways, that's what people are excited about. This one will definitely hold some value over time, especially this one right here. Like I was saying, the two FAs, that's pretty cool. And technically the first Disney licensed tag on the VeVe app. All right. Now, this one is the Elsa, and this is very iconic. Okay. You got the Fantasia hat, which has already pumped in price. In a private chat, I was telling people that this hat was going to be lit, as well as the Walt and Mick statue. And yeah, this one was absolutely lit. This one's definitely going to hold value over time. Very important and significant. And we'll get into that here in just a little bit. Now, a lot of people are speculating on the Elsa and basically the Elsa pin on her shoe. So this is Mark of the VeVe Wiki guy posted this, and many others, the supposed pin. And so maybe people are looking at, is that a teaser? Is that Walt's pin? We don't really know. People are speculating. So that's one thing to take note of. And also, a couple other YouTubers pointed out that Elsa, and people on Twitter as well, that her megabyte files are larger than other animated collectibles. And so people are starting to speculate, could she, and I've seen this on Twitter, people are saying, could she sing possibly? And so I was actually going to make a video on that a few days ago, but my voice was completely shot, so I wasn't able to get that out. But I could, you know, if that's a possibility, this is pure speculation at this point, but a lot of people are excited about that part on Elsa. Now with the Pixar, these two are definitely not getting love. I already ranked these kind of at the bottom just because Pixar is a newer company that Disney bought. It is super cool, still iconic things that I love. Like I said, Wally's one of my favorite characters of all time, so I appreciate that. Now, obviously, Marvel, there's nothing needs to be said about this. This one's going to hold a lot of value over time, in my opinion. It is a higher edition, which take it with a grain of salt there. It will take time to appreciate on that one. Same thing with the Marvel logo. So I'm thinking somebody was trying to draw speculation on this one, but it could just be to pamp the bags. I don't really know. These two are definitely going to hold value. So this is one of my top favorites, one of the biggest brands in the entire world, biggest IPs as well. They make a ton of money on licensing. Super iconic, you know, R2D2 and C3PO have been through all the Star Wars movies and has basically survived, right? Like super insane. It's like the Pixar pizza truck of Star Wars, these two droids. And it's just iconic that they are on this app in an NFT format, the very first ever. And these guys are immortalized in the blockchain. All right. So pretty sweet deal. So those will be on my top list. As you guys know, I've already ranked those on my previous videos. But look at this one. This one also will hold one of the significant value. This is going to be like the king of all these golden drops just because it's Walt Disney. I mean, come on. Like the founder of Walt, the Disney company, and of the mouse, the success. Like this represents, you know, obviously at the theme parks, they have the statue up there for a reason, as these basically are created what we know of today as Disney and all of its companies that it owns, and Disney Plus. As you guys know, the metaverse is going to be rolling out. Wouldn't be so shocked to see a statue in the metaverse of these two. And so I think that this will hold significant meaning and value, especially with these lower editions. This is going to be a super important piece to have, especially in the long run. I think people are going to definitely try to get those over time. And I think all these collectibles are each in their own right super iconic. Now, which one will be the most, you know, the most iconic ones in the app? It's hard to say. My favorite ones I'm definitely looking at, though, are first and foremost the Elsa. Not because the speculated, you know, the megabyte file, like how big it is. For me, and maybe not so much the pin, but it's actually something else that somebody was putting out, and something I'm going to tell you guys in just a minute. But if you guys didn't know, this is Chris on VeVe posted this, that basically if you zoom in, she actually has like mouth and stuff, and internal, like inside of her mouth right there, you can see like right there, kind of like what we had with the Captain America. Like, is there a reason for that? And he said this back on a couple days ago on the 10th. Not saying Elsa is going to sing at the end of Disney Week, just saying she potentially could. So I like that. I think that's cool. But yeah, why is VeVe making that? Like, why are they making these internal, like, is her mouth going to be animated? Is she going to sing? Like, why are they making that? So it is very interesting to see that, like, why they're doing that with these collectibles. Maybe it's nothing, but I don't know. Is it all adding up? The megabytes, like the file on the actual app, and this is pretty crazy. So that being said, even more so with those two collectibles, with Elsa in the Mickey hat, these two are definitely my favorites on the very top of the list, because not only that, you know, Elsa may sing, who knows, the hat, but if you look at Disney, they are founded by the Walt Disney Company, and if you go to the Disney Animations website, you can see here 98 years of storytelling, almost 100 years. So we're almost coming up on 100 years of this company, which is insane. I mean, look at these titles that were in-house by Disney with the Walt Disney Pictures, the animation company. Like, these are the most iconic films of all time. Look at this. Snow White, dating back all the way from 1937. Pinocchio. Fantasia in 1940. That's where this Mickey hat comes from, is 1940. And what we see here is, if you look at the Roy E. Building, another founder, one of the original founders, Disney Animation Building. What do you see on top of the building? A a Mickey hat right there. Look at all these employees at the Walt Disney Animation Studios building, okay? This is iconic. This is why, and collectors know that, that basically how iconic this is. And I bet you all those employees bet you they're on that VeVe app trying to download that. But look at this. Look at this one. This company was founded in 1923. It's the flagship of the Walt Disney Company. It's right here. It says right here, Walt Disney Animation Studio, commonly nicknamed Disney Animation or simply Disney, is the flagship studio of the Walt Disney Company. So I know people are super excited about the Bart and Homer, but I'm even more excited about this one. I'm not going to lie. It is the very first iconic piece from the Walt Disney Animation Studio Company. That's what I mean. I grew up going to the Disneyland and everything like that. There was no Barts and Homers or anything like that. There was what we did see is we see the Fantasia hat. We see Mickey, even Elsa these days, the newer Disney princess, who, as a matter of fact, she shows up on the top lifetime grossing films of all time. Look at here. Frozen 2, the sequel, got on top 10. So it's ranked 10, and that came out in 2019. The original Frozen, 2013, is when I saw that one in theaters. Also in the top 20 at 16. That is absolutely crazy. Look at the Star Wars obviously popping up right there in the top 20 and top 5 at number 4. So some of these brands are super iconic, and that's why I'm more excited about those collectibles. These collectibles, the Walt Disney Animation Studio, Star Wars, as well as you can see there on the chart. That's what's showing up there, and shortly under that is Avengers Infinity War, which is also super iconic. Then you have Avengers at number 8. So those are also another, like, what I'm gonna rank underneath that. Very close, very, very close. And I think the Iron Man's going to hold a lot of value over time. But I'm most excited about the Walt Disney Animation Studio, FA, and the Star Wars. And obviously the king of these is going to be this lower edition statue of Walt Disney and Mickey, just because how iconic it is. So for that reason, those are my favorite sets. I know Bart and Homer is technically the first Disney tag, but if you're going off that, technically it's not the first Disney NFT. If we're going and using that logic just based off of that, then we have to consider the rest of the Marvel lineups on the VeVe app, and that Spider-Man and the Secret Rare that is on the VeVe as technically the first Disney NFT. Now this has the Disney tag, but to me, if I'm looking as a collector, I'm looking more so what technically the first Disney NFT is, and that's going to be the Marvel NFTs. But that's not what gets me excited. What gets me excited as a collector is that Walt Disney Animation Studio one. That's, to me, the real FA of them all, and I think that's why it'll hold the most value and make people the most money, and that's why we're seeing the Fantasia hat blow up in value. All right, so I hope that helps, and happy stacking out there, and hopefully you guys can get an idea of what to expect. Like, these are some of the companies when they were founded. The Simpsons, 1987 when it was created, and it aired in 89. Pixar, 86, and Marvel's the only one close that's close to the foundation of when Disney was founded. So you can kind of get an idea what these will hold over time. Like I said, they're all have significant value, but that's my take on it all, and that's what I will be trying to pick up and stack and things like that. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comments about all that. Which one do you guys think is going to be the most valuable ones? In my opinion, think the Elsa and Mickey hat's going to be up there, as well as the Mickey and Walt and the Star Wars collectibles. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss more videos like this. And I will see you guys later at the blockchain. And like always, be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see you guys later.